Hi, this is Brett Rutchko, the Rival Boss, and today I've got a video on CDI controllers. I finally have pretty much all the controllers for the CDI, minus the trackballs. And you know, if you want to play games like great games like Mario Hotel or Zelda or Link, The Faces of Evil, oh, this is a treasure, or this game in the background, Mutant Rampage, actually a pretty good beat 'em up. Or, you know, your Zelda, The Wand of Gamelon, any of these type of games, I recommend these two more so than these two. But these two games are really good. You're going to need yourself a controller. So what do you get? Okay. Do you get this awful remote thing that, you know, you can move left and right here? You got your two buttons, and then you got your, you know, controls basically for playing, you know, VCDs and stuff like that. No, this thing's trash as far as for playing games. Don't get this thing. If you can, get yourself one of these two controllers. Now, but I now have played with both controllers, and they have their pluses and minuses. So first we're going to go into this one. This was the one that was released first of the controllers. It basically looks kind of like a Sega Genesis controller. It has three buttons, which one of them is, as you can tell, you have your one button, your two button, and then you have your 1+2 button. You also have a speed control down here with three different settings, and you have your D-pad. It is fairly thick, as you can see here, and it fits really well in your hands. It's very ergonomic or whatever, and it fits really good in your hands. Feels really nice. The negatives of this one are the buttons feel a little squishy, and the D-pad is a little squishy. But, you know, honestly, for these Philips CDI games, it's not that big of a deal. This is actually a pretty dang good controller. The one that's slightly better is this one that came out later. And you're going to notice that mine looks a little bit different than probably you've seen, and I'll talk about that shortly. This controller is really good. It looks like this. It will have this little sticky-outy control stick. Luckily, this thing is removable because it is utter garbage. You can use it on, you know, some mouse games, but mostly you're just looking for this nice D-pad. So this is what this one looks like. It has a nice D-pad. It has your button 2 and 1 first, gray button 1, button 2, and you'll notice there's another button 1 on the bottom. And why is that? Well, this controller you can play left or right-handed by simply flipping it over, and on the top of the controller near the cord, there's actually a switch to make it either left or right-handed, which is really nice. This one only has a speed setting for 2, so it only has 2 speed settings, unlike this one that has 3. But yeah, you can play it left or right-handed. This one feels, the buttons are very, very nice. They're really poppy, and the D-pad feels really firm compared to this one. I would highly recommend this one out of the two. This one's really good still, feels better in your hands holding, to be honest. But this one overall is the better controller. Now, the other thing you'll notice is most times when you get these controllers, they're going to be a lot of money if they're working. If they're working, you could probably look to pay anywhere from 80 bucks and on. For a one that most times what people put is as is because they can't test them. And most times when you get these as is ones, they're busted. They just don't work. The nice thing about CDI that most people don't know is the cords are replaceable, which, by the way, the cords are the problems. The cords, standard issue, they were super long, and over time, they just kind of stopped working internally. But, which was the case, by the way, with this controller. But the nice thing is the controller that you can get, if you get one that says as is, most times it's a very simple board. The problem most times is the cord. And the cord can actually be replaced with a Macintosh IO2 cord, or IO cord. You can look it up to make sure which one exactly, but if you notice, let's see if I can get this in here, it has the same pins as this one does, and it works. So if you get one that says it's busted, most times it's the cord, and most times you can just simply resolder it or basically change the cords out so your controller works. And you know, because you can get these working as is ones for like 30-40 bucks or maybe 50 bucks tops, and the cord doesn't cost you more than $10. So there you go. I recommend the Gravis looking one more so than the Genesis looking one, but they're both really good. Both of them are far better than the awful remote. CDI games in general, you know, you can play them with about anything. There's rollerballs, there's mouse, there's remotes, and there's controllers. I find the controllers work best for the jumping games and the fighting games like this one, and I find that mouse games work better for like the shooting games. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'm going to do at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a Neo Geo Mini International to one of my subscribers. So if you like this video, please check out the rest of the videos. Thanks for watching.